So what's up, guys? So the video I made the other day showed that I had a set of 22 by 14s on my Tahoe, which you still see there's still two of them on there. I have the other two on the front taken off, but I'll get to why in just a second. So a couple of things I've had to do, and some of the things that I've kind of found a fix for is, for one, it would rub when I would turn the wheel. So at first I cut the bumper, that fixed it, but then if I would turn too much, it would hit the steps, so I take steps back off. But then now if I turn just a little too much, it hits the fender liner, so I just have to be weary of that when I turn. And it's like that on both sides. So because I did that yesterday because I wanted to drive it, and the one thing that I haven't been able to get around is these wheels, either they weren't balanced correctly or something, and they would vibrate and bounce really bad. Well, I didn't know this, but which I already knew one of them, the hub size, the hub bore, which is this right here, the size of this is 78.1 millimeters. And I looked at a bunch of different wheels that are different companies that are around this size, and they all have a hub bore of 108 millimeters. So this hole is a lot bigger than the hub on the Tahoe. So you have to buy what's called a hub centric ring, which I have some that I used on the Fusion, that centers the wheel on the hub. So these are for the Fusion, and these are, let's see, it may be able to tell me. Yeah, so 72.56 to 64.1. So the 72 is the outside diameter and the 64 is the inside. So the inside diameter is the Fusion's hub size. The outside diameter is for these 22s I have for it, just because they don't have the same hub size. But these aren't expensive. You can buy them in aluminum or plastic. The plastic does just fine. The aluminum does just fine. It's really just personal preference, I guess. And I didn't think about this because I was wondering why they were vibrating so bad when I would go down the road. Well, that's one of the reasons, is because I don't have the spacers. And I guess there's a lot of weights. Like you can see, there's one set of weights, there's another set of weights, there's two more sets of weights. This is just on one wheel. And like this one is even worse. Like there's some sets, So these have to be rebalanced, every single one of them, because I have a feeling that either the first person that bought these wheels brand new didn't know that they had to have those rings, or they had the rings and they forgot to give them to the person that I got them from. So with that being said, I ordered a set of rings. They were like $14 and they're like $16 shipped with Amazon. They'll be here tomorrow. So I can't drive this to work tonight. I mean, I probably could if I wanted to, but I'm probably going to wait. But the people that have had these wheels before me, they didn't take care of them. They're dirty as shit. They got brake dust all on the backside of them. The barrels are scratched. So I'm going to polish them, make them look nice, and then, tire shine the tires and wash the Tahoe and do all that stuff. But it's just, what doesn't make sense to me is if you go and spend $3,000 or $4,000 on a set of wheels and tires, and a good chunk of that is the wheels themselves, why would you not take care of them? And like, this wheel's not curbed up. I don't think this one is either. Yeah, this wheel's not curbed up either. It's got something right here, but that can be probably polished off. The one wheel that I was showing you guys, that one has curb rash on it. I don't know how you curb a wheel this big, but yeah, I guess, if you don't know what you're doing, that might do it. But, cause like, I'll turn it around and show you guys. See, cause there's curb rash right here, right here. And I could get it fixed, but I'm not too worried about it. I didn't pay anything for these. Just traded straight for them. So I'm not out any money. And even if I were to sell them, I would get money back that I don't even have invested. And I could buy a whole new setup. So I'm going to find somebody that I know can probably balance these. I know a lot of people use balance beads in these tires and these wheels because they are so big. Because if you work in the semi or the trucking industry like I do, you do with super singles on a regular basis. These are almost as big as a super single. So yeah, and lifting these up is a real big pain in the ass. So it's not something I'm going to do all the time. So anyways, I just figured I'd give you guys an update on that, just to see where we're at. And that's all I got for you guys today. So I'll see you later.